Hi Lauren, this is my first vlog on a real-life college campus. The topic for today's video is advice and observations about college. Sorry about the lighting and possibly the noise. This is just a moderate exaggeration of my paleness, and I live above a generator. We have a few friends who are going off to college now, and a couple of them wanted me to make an advice video. Here we go. Tip 1. Cultivate a love for humanity. You are going to be surrounded by people in college, probably more than you've ever been surrounded by people in your entire life, and possibly more than you ever will in the future. So it helps to just start out with a general love for your common collegiates. Tip number 2. Remember names. Seriously, remember them. Do whatever you have to do. Make a mnemonic. Say their name in a really creepy voice after meeting them. It doesn't matter. This is very important. Tip number 3 is about dealing with roommates. My advice for dealing with your roommate is communicate early and often with them. Just get consent for everything. Also be friendly. You guys are like the closest thing each other has to family here. Tip number 4, figure out the library as early as possible. Librarians can be kind of grouchy and the system can be really confusing. If your school has a library tour or an open house or something, go to that. Tip 6 is related to that. Don't get behind on your reading. School just started. That's embarrassing. Just do your work. Tip number 6, befriend your RA. Some of them could be feeling maybe a little bit concerned about living on their own in a hall of all freshmen. So be nice to them, don't get on their bad side, and don't expect them to bend the rules for you. Tip number 7, obey Facebook etiquette like it's the law of the land. My advice is to not start friending people until 1 or 2 weeks after school starts, and only to friend people that you've actually talked to. Tip number 8, the only peer pressure you should give into is the peer pressure to go to the gym with your friends. If there's something that you don't want to partake in, just say no thanks. No one really cares. Tip number 9 is a repetition of a piece of advice that Haley G. Hoover just gave, but I think it's really important to reiterate. Pay attention to which vert you are, that is, introvert or extrovert. It's really important to take care of yourself and make the time to be alone or with people if you're an extrovert. Tip number 10 is take some social risks. Last week I sat down with a group of strangers and I've now watched about 3 episodes of Sherlock with them, and I never would have met them if I hadn't just asked if I could sit down next to them. Tip number 11 is to share. It's the best way to make friends, and people will do the same for you. Now I'm going to talk about some things that you should and shouldn't bring to college that I didn't really think about. This is not meant to be a full list. Bring paper towels. In my dorm, we don't have paper towels in the bathrooms for some reason. I don't know how common this is, but I was expecting to have paper towels in the bathroom, and there are none. Bring skirt hangers. I remembered to bring hangers, but I forgot to bring skirt hangers, so I had to buy them when I got here. I don't use either of these things at home, but I think I need them in college. Earplugs and an eye mask. I live right over a generator/loading dock. There's always the really loud whirring of the ventilation system, and then every morning there are semi-trucks that feel the need to just cause a huge ruckus. So I've now started sleeping with cotton balls in my ears, and I think it might be better to just buy earplugs. Also in college, they leave the hall lights on for safety reasons, so this can make it really light in your room at night, so you might want some sort of eye shade. I don't know what they're called. Things you shouldn't bring to college. Stuff you never wear, because honestly, if you don't wear it at home, it's not worth the packing space. Also, don't bring a jar of Nutella for your room. You will eat it in 2 days. Sorry this video wasn't super personal, Lauren, but I just kind of wanted to make it. Hope all is well with you. Bye!